Hey, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai by Shem Kodash. Double honors to the apostle, and that was great millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all. Can push his truth throughout the four winds. This video is going to basically go into garments, the spiritual aspect of garments. Watched the brother's video and also seen a guy picked up some food from somewhere, and it was a guy in there with a t-shirt with fringes on it, and a lot of guys wear that. Not saying nothing's wrong with it, but it's like a badge of honor to them. It's like, why don't you have, you're Israel, why don't you walk around with a t-shirt or a polo? Even saw one guy, I go to the gym frequently, he had it on a muscle shirt. I seen a guy with it on a UPS shirt. Jordan tees. It's just like, you do realize that garments are spiritual, right? Having a t-shirt on with fringes on it isn't going to get you salvation. It's like a badge of honor. The way they walk around with it, and not condemning it or saying that it's wrong, but it's like, it's too many marbles put in that basket a lot of times. It's Revelation 1:13. It says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one likened to the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle. Okay. This word, it says, in the sense of sinking into a garment, to sink into clothing, put on, clothe oneself. Okay. You wear your garments mentally. Okay. You put on a spiritual garment. All right. That means the mind frame that you're in, the way you think, because the garment was basically meant for to rub the fringes and keep the laws or whatever, but those things are tucked away. Like, if you're about to eat some pork or some shrimp or something, that's wrong. You don't have to look down on your shirt and rub and say, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Because it's in your mind now. So, and it's not perfection. That comes in the kingdom. But, okay? So, think about this. If you were about to, and it's supposed to be a reminder, but it's a reminder in your mind. And the spirit, once the spirit is on you, you're not going to do these things. You don't need a t-shirt with a border of blue on it, because you're just going to know in your mind, and that garment, that's spiritual. So that spirit that's on you is not going to allow you to do anything that's against the scriptures. Okay. That's why it says to put on, clothe with. You clothe yourself mentally. Because the flesh wants to do what the flesh wants to do. So your mind has to control. That's why it says your spirit and your flesh they're basically like oil and water. They don't go together. Okay. And this is Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. So when Yahushua comes back, is he going to be looking for a physical garments? Okay. Is he going to be looking for, let's say you're wherever you are, you can't wear your garments everywhere. You know, and a garment ain't a t-shirt with no fringes on it. All right? Least he walk naked, unless and they see his shame. This isn't speaking on nothing physical. All right? When Yahweh Shem Yahshua comes back, he wants to see you in the mind frame of being and walking and being clothed in that spirit of truth. This is Matthew 22 and 9. It says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then the king said to his servants, Bind him hand and foot, take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen. So, this parable. So basically what you're saying is, by reading this text, that this man went into a wedding garment with no clothes on. You see how simple-minded this could be? It wasn't that he didn't have clothes on or a garment. He didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai on him. Okay? Bidding someone to a wedding, they're going to come with clothes on. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, this is spiritual. Okay, how did you get in here without the wedding garment? If you're bidding people to the wedding, that's like if you go to the highways and the hedges and you invite someone, and they, like, it seems like they getting the truth and all this and that, and they just so happen to be a tare. They're not going to get into the wedding garment. Into the wedding, because they can't get spiritual garments. You know what I'm saying? So it's no way that these garments are speaking on anything physical, you know, but you'll get a lot of questions of, why don't you have your fringes on? And it's like, it's amazing how many times you get asked that once you hear that you're Israel. The very first thing they do is look down at your shirt. It never fails. They look down at your shirt to see if you have fringes on a t-shirt. And I've actually been through this a few times. So the thing is like, you get so ready and prepared for them to ask, where's your fringes? You have scriptures on standby. But it gets to the point to where it's like, they're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah 61:10. It says, I will greatly rejoice in Yahweh Shem Yahshai. My soul shall be joyful in my power, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. So your t-shirt, or your polo, or your muscle shirt with fringes on it, you mean to tell me the Lord anointed that t-shirt with mixed fabrics as a garment of salvation? Come on now. So far from exactly what it's speaking on, it makes no sense. He had covered me with the robe of righteousness. Now, so your garment with the fringes on it, your t-shirts that you walk around in, that's a robe of righteousness? As a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels. These things are to be worn spiritually. Okay? That's wisdom. It's to be worn spiritually. It's in the book of Proverbs. Okay? These things are worn around your neck, but it's spiritual. It's just like setting up treasures in heaven. You know? Are you physically setting up treasures in heaven? No. Your works, your mind, and everything, by the things that you're denying this flesh, you're storing up treasures, because you're basically giving yourself away in this kingdom for the kingdom that's to come, and that's eternal. Okay? 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and 38. Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world. They're departed from the shadow of the world, so they don't follow in this place, and have received glorious garments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So receiving these garments from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, this is the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Nobody took a t-shirt and when you sewed fringes on it, dunked it in anointing oil, and the Lord blessed it. That's not how it works. Okay? If that's the case, you could take a t-shirt and put fringes on it and stick it just on anybody, and they could say, I don't eat pork no more. You know? And it doesn't work like that. This is spiritual. Okay? But I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostle, Nels, great millstone. Peace and blessing to you, brothers, pushing this truth throughout the 4 winds. Till next time, shalom.